We have a clip from, I think it's from a month ago, actually. It's Chris.
It's quite a while ago, but it
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have got picked up on as any traction or anything.
Yeah, is it from? It's the.
Oh no, he's asked about returning for the 60th,
And he said,
and he basically he doesn't say no.
He does say no.
I think that's very doubtful. You know, my relationship with the BBC over Doctor Who has not healed. It hasn't. You know, I hope this never happens to you, but at the time of my leaving, I agreed with Russell that I would go quietly and respectfully, and I would look after the show in publicity-wise, in terms of publicising it. And then, without saying anything to me, they announced that I was leaving. They didn't tell me they were going to do that. I was walking down the street, and suddenly I got quite a lot of aggression. And more importantly, they should have said it. They created a quote, and they attributed it to me, which said I was tired. Now the thing is about that, I found it too tiring. I didn't find it too tiring. I found it too tiring working with Russell and Phil and Julia. I didn't find it physically too tiring. When they said that, any other producer reading that would go, oh, we're not going to employ Chris Eccleston because he gets tired.
Well, he
basically says.
He says
no.
the BBC have yet to apologise.
Well, he said it wasn't enough. The sort of apology they sent out.
So, what do you think Do you think he wants a public apology again, or does he just think? Or do you think him and Russell in a room just talking about it would be better?
I think so, because it gathers what he said in that clip is that the reason things fell apart in series 1 was because in the first series of anything,
that's the interesting part, isn't it?
He says no one really knows what they're doing, and he felt
people are trying to pass the blame, aren't they? Really, for a show that they don't really know if it's going to fail or not.
Yeah, and he said there was just a lot of stuff about the way the first series was run, which he behind the scenes, which he wasn't happy with.
I really, really, really hope he comes back.
Yeah,
I think that now Russell is back as showrunner.
I think there's an opportunity there for things to be mended.
Yeah.
I feel like if him and Julie and Russell get in a room and maybe figure things out, especially because I'm guessing now they've all had much more experience in television. I feel like, and from what
Chris says, he's the most.
He was.
Yeah, he's like the person who's the most experienced on film sets at the time and stuff like that, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Should we go on to Matt Smith talking about the 60th anniversary special?
Yes. Like, who knows, he told CNET. I mean, look, I'm pleased Russell's back. I think he oversaw one of the great 10 years of Doctor Who. Anyway, he's a great guy. He's a brilliant writer. I think he manages to get in the cultural zeitgeist, which is what the show needs to do. It's an exciting move for the show. So I'm sure one of his scripts would be just brilliant, he added, going on to admit, I haven't heard and no one's picked up the phone yet.
What's interesting about that, and the reason I remembered it, and we've come back to it, is because he says nobody's picked up the phone yet. And when Matt spoke about the 50th and the possibility of doctors returning to act alongside him, he said he'd known for a while, but he used to just lie in interviews.
I've known for ages. We just used to lie.
Okay.
So the reason that I asked you to go back to that is because I don't think that could necessarily be the truth.
Okay.
I think it's very, very unlikely that doctors haven't already been approached about starring in the 60th anniversary.
Well, I don't know.
If they are, if that's what Russell's going to do, which I would be very surprised if he doesn't, I would be surprised if actors haven't already been asked if they would be at least interested in returning.
Because I'm guessing with an event episode like the 60th, they want to find out who they have available to them before they write a script. Yeah.
So and that's going to be Russell's first episode back. And then the following year, I imagine we will get series 14. So I imagine he's doing both at the same time, like planning the story.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we go back and you look at the 50th and the stress that Moffat had with getting past doctors, at one point, the only person who was contracted to start an episode was Jenna Coleman.
Yeah.
So I imagine that Russell has probably got his finger on the ball with that and is at least asking David and Matt, Peter, what they're...
I mean, Peter's going to say no.
Yeah. I mean, he's already said no, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, we say this, and then Russell T. Davies has come back as Doctor Who.
I guess, yeah.
So I feel...
Yeah, the 60th is going to be just Christopher Eccleston and Peter Capaldi.
Can you imagine? You'd love that, wouldn't you?